I feel like somebody will either get murdered or get arrested.
Hey, I can always get.
What mierda?
I can always go ahead and get a million for solving a death scene crime thingy.
Sure, you can. Sure. Also, hello everybody. Welcome back to the Command Center. I'm Commander Lionheart, back again with a brand spanking new episode of Mystery Movie Friends on a Monday. So it's Mystery Movie Monday!
Monday.
Triple M.
Monday. It was a Monday, the day we saw this movie. Joining me tonight, it's somebody who apparently has almost gotten murdered. It's Mitos.
I mean, I didn't got murder. I
I
got
feel the story there.
half murder.
You got stabbed with a needle.
2 needles. No, it was two needles.
Oh my god.
Remember, they take your blood and then they add the little thing for the tuberculosis, was it? Something like that.
Yes, yeah.
God, that feels so weird whenever it gets inside. Ugh.
Really? I never. It doesn't feel weird to me. I don't know. It's just another goddamn prick. Just them pricking me again somewhere. It usually the thing is that even though I drink a lot of water, my veins barely show up, and they're always like, "Oh, I can't find a vein. We're gonna have to do something about that," and that's why I fucking hate needles because they.
Well, I drink a lot of water and I made a mess with blood.
Oh no! See, murder.
I mean,
There was a murder.
when I got the needle removed, it just the vein almost had a lot of blood,
Jesus H Christ!
like almost instantly. It was lucky, or it was crazy, I should say.
It was like. Sure.
This is one hell of an instruction for Mythos.
Yeah. G, how do you follow it up? Also, G's here. Do you have also a murder story to share with us?
Well,
I mean, I have a lot of almost.
they're all
bad
above your
stories.
grade.
The what, G?
I have, but they're all above your pay grade.
Classified, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do not tell my mom.
Okay. Level 7, I see.
How many times I almost died?
Jesus.
Well, you've almost died every time that you ride. Every time that you ride with me, you've almost died. So.
Let's get this started.
I think
This is getting
I've
bad.
almost
This is
run over
getting
by like 3 or 4 times. I think it's 3. Interesting.
Interesting.
This is getting sad.
I did talk to a friend about this, and now I don't remember.
Oh, it wasn't me. It sure as hell wasn't me. So.
No, it wasn't you.
But. Yeah, we are tonight. Oh, also, John will be here. He's just running late. He'll show up eventually. He'll come with his own murder story. Probably not. I don't know. I don't have a murder story that I can tell.
I murdered a spider today. This tiny little spider started crawling on my neck, and I thought it was like another bug. And when I slap it and look at it, it was a spider, and was like, oh. The thing is, the spider was going down the mic, and I tried to catch it and like release it somewhere else, but then it disappeared. So I guess I'm a murderer, which is fitting for this movie.
Yes. Tonight's movie, which I guess it was. So here's the deal with this thing. It's that we were going to choose. Mitos, you left, but we were going to choose between 3 other movies. because Death on the Nile released last week. So we were like, we should do like a murder mystery, you know, one of those. And we had the option of doing the original Murder on the Orient Express, not the Kenneth Branagh one, which is the movie before this new Death on the Nile, but the original old Murder on the Orient Express. The other one was Fargo and The Fugitive. I was leaning more towards doing The Fugitive, but then I don't know how. How did we get to me looking up the trailer
We saw
for?
because John recommended it.
Yeah, but did he recommend it? Like, because I just ended up like looking for the trailer
Or
for this
looking for murder mystery movies.
for this trailer, which is Murder by Death. And I saw it and I was like, oh, this looks like Clue, but racist. Very racist.
By the way, did you saw the thing that the Super Mario RPG director wants to make Super Mario RPG 2?
Oh yeah, I saw it. This is a
That sounds fun.
yeah, sure. This is a movie show. But yeah, we saw the trailer, or I saw the trailer. I don't know if G actually.
I did not.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I saw the trailer and I was like, this looks like this is giving me Clue vibes. Just very blatantly racist and yeah, this movie is definitely okay. I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna start off positive.
Positive.
Yes. First thing that we gotta mention is that this movie came out in 1976. Which is 1 year before Star Wars, A New Hope, and 10 years before Clue. I'm not sure because I do not know, but I feel like this movie might have been like in the inspiration for Clue ultimately, because there is a lot of, or you know, at least aesthetically and whatnot, it is very Clue-ish.
It is the same story as the movie Clue too.
It's a very similar story, except for a couple changes. Like instead of
ending too.
Yes, like instead of it being like these quote unquote random strangers getting invited to this house, it's the world's 5 greatest detectives.
You got the American detective, the British detective, then you got like a kind of like a rich detective, and then you get the racist Chinese detective,
and the woman detective,
and the French detective. Oh, that's the British detective.
Oh, okay.
Can I say that one of my favorite parts is I don't remember what the Chinese guy, Mr. Wang, was saying, but God, what was the name of the owner of the man?
Twain.
Yeah, Twain was in the moose, and he says, "It is use your God, I forgot what it says. Use something correctly.
Use your pronouns correctly.
Yeah, your pronouns correctly. I don't. I guess it's the effect of me being half asleep. But God, I laugh at that stupid joke so hard.
I didn't necessarily laugh that hard, but I sympathize with the moose there. Like I was I guess that I'm dropping the the pad now. I hated the Chinese guy. One, because of the obvious reason of it being overly racist. That is Peter Sellers. He is a he was. He died, obviously. Old age or whatever. He was a wait. John is here.
John is here.
John
John-
is here.
John
Robo
is.
John is
Is it Robo John? We got a robot in
here.
here.
Sweet John.
Hang on.
There he
Hey.
is.
Well, he spoke.
Yes.
John.
We were talking about how close this movie was to Clue,
Somewhat.
And also-
Before,
and also racist Chinese.
before we get to that, John, do you have a murder story?
Oh yeah, do you have a murder story?
Meadows
Either
was
Either being murdered, or being almost murdered, or being the murderer.
yeah, me.
Well, to the last one, I wouldn't say yes, even if I was. That just wouldn't be very smart. No,
Yes,
I don't
kill
really
a
think I do.
spider.
Well, that's not murder. That's public service.
Oh right, but it was a tiny spider, so you shouldn't be. too
It's still a
afraid.
public service. Murder
Yeah.
all those little bastards.
Any spider is public service to John.
Except
Me-
for any of the Marvel spiders. Those are fine. The Marvel spiders are cool.
Spider-Mens and their Spider-Womans and all that.
Gwens.
Yes. So Meadows almost got murdered today. He got stabbed 2 times with needles. So that's why.
Okay.
That's why I'm asking if you haven't had any murder
no,
incidents.
I do not believe I. No, I have. I do not believe I have.
Okay. So what I was saying before you got here, first I stated the positive of like this movie being, I assume an inspiration for Clue because there are a lot of similarities between the two. And then immediately
When did
going
it
into
come
the
out?
this movie came out in 76. Clue came out 10 years later. Clue came out in 86, right? I forget what year
Oh,
Clue
yeah.
came out.
It was in the 80s.
Oh yeah,
Can
Clue
check.
was in the 80s, but I believe it was 86.
Okay.
Was I
85.
85? Okay, I was close. 1985.
December. Well, it was at the end of.
I just watched
85.
Clue the other night, so
December 13.
Oh yeah, before I continue, John, you did tell me that you found your aunt and uncle finally watched Clue.
it was just my aunt. My uncle had. It got kind of wild up there for his work, so he went to bed very early that night. So it was me and my aunt, but she very much enjoyed Clue.
Okay.
She laughed all the way through. I mean, she really enjoyed it. And it is on Paramount Plus. I did not know that until the other day. So if you have Paramount Plus out there and you want to watch Clue, it's on there for just the subscription.
Oh, nice. Excellent. Everybody go watch that. Go watch Clue, 1985.
Yes, it's go watch a better movie.
Yes. Thank you, John. You said it. I didn't have to. But yeah.
I did not care for this movie at all.
Okay. I knew. I see what I meant, Meadows. I told you that the scores today were going to be all over the place, probably. But we'll see. You guys surprise me sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do more or less have my score, even though I speedrun the movie. But
Oh yeah, Meadows only watched 27 minutes of the movie.
no, I watched the whole movie, skipping pretty
Exactly.
much many things.
Okay, Mythos, you watched it the right way.
Probably.
Yeah,
It was
there were
smart.
a lot of moments.
Oh,
There were a
so
lot of moments. I actually, I had
The one
okay.
thing
I skipped. I
I
hard skipped
Neither.
the whole beginning when everybody's is going in because this movie takes almost an hour to get everybody in the manor.
Yeah, the movie definitely doesn't get to it as fast as Clue. In Clue, we actually get to the interesting stuff and the murder itself way quicker, and then we're like left with like trying to solve the actual murder. Here, it's like so much setup of everybody getting to the mansion of all the introductions and all the blah blah blah, and then it's like a very kind of small portion of the murder, and then trying to solve the murder.
The murder doesn't happen until like there are some murders that happen, but at least the main one, which is Twain, doesn't happen until almost at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Like about about like 30 to 40 minutes before the movie ends.
like an hour 10, I want to say, or an hour, maybe 50 minutes. It was long.
Oh yeah, and this movie is an hour and a half, so
Yes.
it
like
lacks
20 to 30 minutes.
The movie's
when
it's
Twain dies.
an hour and a half, and it feels like 45 hours.
I hate that we're that at least between John and me. I don't know about Gia and me those, but between John and me, I know that we're probably going to just keep beating it over the head of the Clue did it way better. Every single thing Clue did better in every sense of the word. Like the characters in that were actually memorable.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
they take so much time with the characters here, but they ultimate amount to nothing. Like, and we're in contrast in Clue.
Yes.
Yeah, we get introduced to different characters and whatnot, but they all have like their quirks and charms that you're like, oh, I like these characters. Here, they do have their personalities, or mostly like I say personalities loosely
In
because
this one, many of the characters are just there. Like the very old lady, the wife, or the guy who said he was like he had a lot of money, but he only had like $1 something on the wallet.
So
his wife, girlfriend, I don't remember who it was. Like she didn't do much either.
yeah, no, they're just here to like fill in a spot, I guess.
Yeah. Also, the adopted child of the adopted Chinese.
Okay, all right. I was talking about the Chinese guy. What I was saying, that was Peter Sellers. He was an esteemed comedian back in the day. He played Inspector Clouseau in the original Pink Panther movies. And this, when I saw the trailer for this, man, during the week. So sometimes I do this. Sometimes I'm like, okay, for these old movies, sometimes I'm like, I feel like I'm going to have, before watching the movie, I feel like I'm going to have these two mindsets of how maybe the movie holds up for its time, like, back in the 70s, and how it holds up now, and I'm probably like going to have these two mindsets. But as soon as we didn't even get to 10 minutes, I was already irritated, annoyed by the fucking quote-unquote Chinese guy. That is...
Yeah, he got a lot of screen.
I think that Peter Sellers... Was he top billing? I don't know if he was top billing, but he was definitely like probably like the most paid
You're talking
actor.
about the dad.
About what?
You're talking about the father of the adopted Japanese guy.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Peter Sellers,
Okay.
who does Asian face here as a Chinese guy,
Yes.
and it got so fucking annoying.
Who has the most memorable thing for the movie is that his son is named Willie Wang.
Yes.
I did not even think about that.
Yes.
God damn it.
His Chinese son, Japanese son, is named Willie Wang, and I laughed at that for the rest of the night.
I am still laughing.
You, yes.
Yeah.
You're like a drunk with this movie for some reason.
I don't know why, bro.
God damn.
Oh.
This is a big point. Is that the Chinese guy, like, he sounds so racist, but for some reason, some of the best funny moments is with him.
Okay, so usually I'm
This be a joke.
the what, G?
That character is meant to be. What was Mito saying?
See, he is drunk.
And I
I'm
thought I
not
was
drunk.
the ones half asleep.
God damn it.
No, you're not.
This movie's as big as what this.
I'm super low energy, and I'm messing with ROM. So
Oh, good. Nobody wants to be here to talk about this movie. I wonder why.
No.
Oh God.
I like
okay.
I am not going to beat around the bush. I am not going to sugarcoat it. I did not like this movie. I didn't.
Nope.
I barely laughed. Like, there were maybe one or two jokes that I actually laughed at, but the rest, it was tedium to me. I don't know if it's because of the Chinese dude just having so much goddamn screen time. I just couldn't stand the character. Like, Mythos, I know that you don't like Aristocats because of that one Chinese cat, but that is
I do.
part. That is one part
I
of
do
that fucking...
Hey. I never say I don't like Aristocats. I just say I like Aristocat, but there's the Chinese
Yes.
racist cat.
But that is like one or two
Yes.
scenes. That is
But
one or
yeah,
two
It is
scenes.
just on the music.
That is like
Or
one
in
or
the
two
town.
scenes where he
Wow.
shows up. Now take that goddamn Chinese cat and put him 10 times more in this
Yeah,
shit.
the Mr. One really reminded me of that cat. I gotta say.
I know. It also reminded me of that cat for some reason. But
darn cat.
that darn no. Don't mention that. No.
I need to watch
We need
Aristocats.
to do that movie. Oh,
One day.
No.
Yes,
we do not.
Yes,
No, we do not.
yes.
Have you all
No,
not
yeah.
suffered enough with this movie? God damn it.
No, I did not.
I want to watch Aristocats and Oliver.
We need to
Yes.
watch Aristocats because that is one of my favorite Disney movies of all time.
And Oliver. You need to watch
Aristocats
Oliver
is
too.
awesome.
I've never seen Oliver and Company.
You need to watch Oliver and Company. It's a great movie.
There's a few of
think I
those
have.
very old Disney movies that I've never watched. But going back to this movie, the fact that they actually had an Asian American right next to the overly racist character infuriated me even more, because I was like, you could have had an actual Asian doing the character instead of having this dickhead.
This was back in the 1970s, kid.
I know.
What did-
I know. And that's why I told you that I was going to try to go in with two mindsets of going into the mindset of back in the 70s and also of today. And I just couldn't because the character was annoying. So goddamn annoying, G. What? What?
We could have Jackie Chan, but
God,
we didn't.
We could have had Jackie Chan fucking punch somebody in the face or something. We could have had Chris Tucker too. Was Chris Tucker even alive by this point? I don't know.
Just remake this movie and put Chris Pratt in it.
Oh god, he can be El Guitarreño, mustache guy.
The French, what's
or
the French?
the dude in the white
So
the
he's
dude in the white suit. I don't remember anybody's name.
Diamond,
Yeah,
Mr. Diamond, I think.
Diamond is
Um,
the one
I
with the
like
gun.
Yeah,
at about
the Al Pacino
45 minutes. I was
guy.
looking at my phone.
Also, can I say now that I see the stupid old lady, can I say I was already from the beginning? I was waiting for the old lady to die from a heart attack or something, and she never died, and I was so disappointed.
That was also another disappointment. Almost nobody except for the butler and Twain actually died in this. I was like, somebody
And
else. More people should have
And
died.
Twain didn't die,
Twain did die.
and maybe the butler didn't die. Did he?
I don't know. The ending was also like, huh?
That's
it is
that's
actually
is there's
the butler.
there's
Actually,
no mystery.
the thing
Yeah,
is,
that's also the thing. There is no mystery. There is no murder mystery because everything is bonkers and stupid.
Okay. Okay.
Let me explain. Let me explain.
Yeah, you guys talk.
So they are both dead because there's a third character who is impersonating both. So when the also the god the
Oh,
the maid, the deaf maid
Mhm.
person, I believe she
The
died
funniest
too.
bit in the movie.
I believe she dies.
Which one? When she was screaming?
I believe it was on the gunshot.
Just her being
'Cause
just her being
she disappeared.
deaf and unable to talk, and the butler being blind. I laughed at that quite
Yeah.
a bit. Those scenes were
Yeah,
pretty funny.
their interaction were very, very funny. But yeah, the butler dies, the Twain dies, and at the end, it is actually what the guy says, who the French guy say, who was actually the daughter of Twain, who was the actual murderer. But she makes
Maybe.
she actually made herself go like be like first the butler, then she pulls out the mask. She is Twain, and then she pulls out the mask again, and the pulls out her hair, and she is the daughter. And I was like, huh, all of that for that reveal? That's kind of dumb.
It's all of this movie
Yeah,
was dumb.
you cared way more than I did.
Jeez. And Mato's only watched 27 minutes of it.
Like, I'm legitimately kind of angry at myself that I found this last week, because we could have watched Fargo or the original Murder on the Orient Express or anything other than this.
Or The Fugitive.
Yes, The Fugitive. The Fugitive is freaking tastic.
I mean, I'm not mad. I'm not mad that we didn't watch any of those. I'm just this was kind of a pointless movie, honestly, to watch, because I'm going to be very blatant.
You're not mad that you did that. You're more mad that you're not mad that you didn't watch any of those. You're mad that you watched this.
I'm just
no regret.
I am God damn it, G. I am just not going to remember. Just like last week, I am not going to remember this movie. I am just going to remember the happy times of Clue, and that we should have watched Clue again. That would have been.
Is everyone seeing
I'm going to remember Willie Wang.
God. The what, G?
I will remember the Wang.
Oh yeah, the Willy Wang.
No,
Okay.
no, please, sir,
My-
never, no, please,
We'll
no.
remember Willie's Wang.
No, okay, stop it, stop it, you two, stop.
I don't want to.
God, I will
You
say,
cannot forget Wang.
I will say that despite everything, I did like Alec Guinness. It's hard not to like Mr. Obi-Wan himself.
Yeah.
He
So,
just brings a certain kind of the movie.
yeah. I just really wish that it would have actually been him that did the murder instead of the double negative twist reveal, whatever, of like, oh, it wasn't the, oh, it was the butler. No, it was Twain. No, it was the cook. Whatever. Who cares?
Who cares?
Like
Yeah.
it was also
That-
like so
That
pointless.
one right there. Who cares?
Like it was so pointless everything that they did anyways. Like what was the whole point of anything? Like
It was to
he
trick
did okay, so
everybody.
he said okay, so they or they whatever. They said that the reason that they did this was because they were fed up with the twist endings, with the last minute introduction of characters who didn't even exist, referring to novels and shit. It was just so pointless. All of this was so pointless.
I mean, if you saw this movie singing for a point, you were not going to enjoy it. And that's basically what it was. A pointless movie.
Yeah, so pointless that again, I'm not gonna remember it.
I knew you will never forget Obi-Wan.
Like,
I'll remember him in Star Wars 1 year later.
Okay, I have the perfect analogy for what this movie is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead.
This movie is an episode of Scooby-Doo without Scooby-Doo, without the mystery, without the comedy, and none of the things that make Scooby-Doo good. This could have been an episode of Scooby-Doo if they had Scooby-Doo in it.
I feel
But
like
it hasn't-
I feel like so here's the deal. I feel like we've seen an episode of Scooby-Doo that is racist, that has a racist character in it. And also, the tuxedo guy, the one that got bankrupt or whatever, he literally looks like Vincent Price. So we had Scooby-Doo without Scooby-Doo. Yeah, sure, John. That analogy is good. I'll take it. We had Al Pacino, or not Al Pacino, what's his name? From Goodfellas. God damn it.
Not,
You did say
not
his
Ray
name.
Liotta. Ray Liotta? Not Ray Liotta.
No, not Ray Liotta. No, Ray Liotta was the butler, but that was Alec Guinness. Or am I thinking of Abe Pagoda? Whatever, I don't know. God damn it, the guy from Goodfellas. I want to talk like this, and he's a gangster, and he's short.
Oh, I know who you're talking about because I've watched Goodfellas. I
The
don't
guy,
remember his name.
I've never seen Goodfellas. I just know of the guy that's in that scene.
Goodfellas is really good.
God damn it, what's his goddamn name? You know the character in Bayonetta that is like the New York character who is based on the
The Helper.
Yeah.
Hang on.
that
Let
John,
me-
we'll get to it. Also,
Peter,
we got
Peter Falk.
Peter Falk is
Yeah.
the gangster guy.
Sam Diamond.
Not the guy. Yeah, it's Mr.
Yeah.
Diamond. Wait, was Peter Falk the guy in Bayonetta?
No.
No, Peter
I
Falk.
don't think so.
What is going on with Pokemon UK?
I don't know. I don't understand. Anyways, we also had Elton John. I got pointed out to John,
Droopy the dog.
who sounded like Droopy. Yeah, I'm going to make a murder, and none of you will solve it.
For a second, I was like, wait, did this guy voice Droopy Dog?
I mean, I wouldn't put it past him to actually done that. He sounds so
Did he
familiar.
voice? Okay, hang on. I gotta look it up. Truman Capote.
Capone. So, aside from Alec Guinness, which we know from Star Wars, the only not the only other one, but one of the other like actors in this that I obviously did recognize was Maggie Smith, who is the wife of Vincent Price over here. She's McGonagall in the Harry Potter movies.
Oh.
But also
she's also Mrs. Peacock in Clue.
no, that's another character.
Oh, that's not the one. Okay.
No. Mrs. The one who played Mrs. Peacock in Clue is this one, the blondie with blue eyes, who is with Diamond. The one that I'm talking about, Maggie Smith, is the actual wife of Vincent Price looking guy. Charleston.
Okay.
Thank you, movie, for telling me their names. I don't know why. Who did God? The
David Nevin.
Yes. The Vincent Price looking guy. That's him. I don't know why, but the tall blonde dude reminded me of someone, and I think that it's the guy from National Lampoon. What's his name?
Chevy Chase.
Chevy Chase. That's the guy. Except much taller.
He looks familiar. Let me look it up. I have seen the guy in other movies. I just don't remember the movie's name. Let me look it up real fast.
Okay, that was working. Again, I'm over here testing ROMs, so
doing anything more important than actually discussing this goddamn movie.
Yes, basically.
Wait, what happened?
This review is as much of a disaster as this goddamn movie was. Honestly.
How much there is to talk about other than who the characters are, like who the actors are? Because the movie itself, there's like not much to talk about, to be honest.
There's just, again, going back to it, there's just so much introductions to the characters and nothing memorable actually happens. Like
that is.
And I don't know many of the actors, so. And by many, I mean every actor here. I
already.
Unless you tell me, whenever you say like, oh, they did this, I'm like, oh, okay, now I get it.
Again, I told you, Peter Sellers, who did the original Pink Panther movies.
Yeah,
that racist Chinese dude.
And Obi-Wan and the the chick from Clue and the McGonagall. Like you mentioned those characters, I'm like, oh, okay. But if you said you will say nothing, and I'm like, I don't even know who any of these people are.
Yeah.
I thought that I have seen this guy before.
Who? Which one? The tall blonde dude?
James Cromwell. Yes.
That's why I was like, James Cromwell. Yeah. James Cromwell. Yeah, I totally. Yeah, he's in the.
He was in Deep Impact. He was picking the city.
Yep,
he wasn't picking the city.
Yeah, that's the ticket. He's still alive. God bless his soul.
He was in iRobot. Oh, he was in Spider-Man 3, Captain George Stacy, actually. No, Spider-Man 3, Captain George Stacy.
Oh, that okay.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And more recently, he was in Jurassic
Spider-Man 3 more than I remember this movie.
Kingdom.
Oh, right. He was the goddamn, the whatchamacallit, the guy that wanted to bring back the dinosaurs. Yeah, that made the stupid human / dinosaur clone. Yeah. Yeah.
That
Oh,
guy.
he voices Robert Callahan in Big Hero 6, the series. For 2 episodes, actually.
And also, no, but he was also in the movie as Robert Callahan.
What Adventure on?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, I
the guy has
remember. I remember.
has a really good.
Resume.
Yep, and he's still alive and he's still active. Actually, he's still like doing work.
That's
I
cool.
I remember seeing his name in the opening credits, and I was like, oh, James Cromwell. I didn't put two and two together. That it was that guy.
I was, I was like, oh yeah, I've seen your face before.
Yeah. So
I was looking at him here on Google, and I was like, I know him from something.
yeah, it's like one of those moments of like, I've seen you before. But yeah.
Whoops, no.
Oh yeah, the whole fact that at the end they were all supposed to die, but they didn't die. Like,
That was stupid.
just like this whole movie.
Putting it mildly.
Like, so apparently James Cromwell is the world's strongest man because he stopped the falling ceiling.
For some reason, they're still banned, and they're gonna be banned for like what? 2 months.
Forever, maybe. I don't know. The old lady apparently has the superpower of like taking in all the gases, the deadly gases, not dying, so that somebody else can make no. So much of this was so much no.
Also, there was the old lady fart joke, which it was like that is more disgusting than a joke.
Oh yeah, the wife. She had 15 minutes to live because she got bit.
But
For
it
some reason,
wasn't
the
real.
scorpion was fake.
Maybe.
Supposedly, it was fake. We don't know. And also, he initially say, "Oh, if you get bitten, you immediately die." And then when they showed up, they were like, "Oh, she probably has like 15 minutes." So.
Yeah.
Oh, and the goddamn Diamond and his chick, they escaped that goddamn bombing.
Yeah, the chick took the bomb in the chest, but I don't remember what he says that stopped the bomb or what.
I think they put it in the toilet or something. Is what I understood.
Yes, and flushed it.
To be honest, I don't know what they did. I didn't much attention.
You're making me remember this movie, and I don't like it.
Well, too bad, John. You had to
I have
remember.
actively wiped most of this movie from my memory.
I watched it today, and I'm only like trying to piece things together as we go along. Because I just like Yes.
So let me just take you through what my week was.
What the hell was
I watched Reacher on Amazon Video, which that show is fantastic. Everybody should go watch it.
I was gonna start watching it, but
great.
Go on.
I watched all the episodes that's out of Peacemaker. Also, that show is fantastic. Go watch it. I watched episode. My aunt had not seen. She had only seen the first 2 episodes of Boba Fett. So we watched all the rest of the episodes of Boba Fett that she hadn't seen. Boba Fett's good, and I saw Moonfall, which is way better than it has any right to be. And then I also watched Clue again. So I watched a whole bunch of really good stuff and this. That does not even out.
So is Book of Boba Fett better than this movie?
Yes.
Okay. We have it on record. Thank you.
Oh.
Moonfall is
I
better
can't
than
believe PlayStation is doing a PlayStation VR 2. The sequel.
working.
That's impressive.
Okay, he's in his own little world.
Oh yeah, I know. You think I don't know? I know.
I'm sitting over here getting Pokemon Arceus ready to run. So
Hell yeah.
I downloaded a bunch of ROMs.
So
And
it
games.
was, yeah, that's what you did during the week, which is still way more interesting than
Yes.
any of what happened in this goddamn movie.
Yes.
God damn it. I hate actually like riffing on movies so much, but it's that again, I'm not gonna remember this. I already didn't remember. I'm putting all the pieces together as we go along. Mostly because I also
Even
have
that-
the movie playing on the background right now.
Even bad movies are. You can remember bad movies for something. This one is just. It's
forgettable.
bad
I
and
spent $4
forgettable.
on this movie.
Like this is weird. This is and interesting.
Oh.
This is the second week that for me at least we've watched a movie that I am not going to remember, and I don't want to remember either.
Okay, this is
Wanna make
this
it
is where
5
I
weeks?
am with this movie.
No.
What movie?
This is where I am with this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I would much rather go watch Cool as Ice.
I would much rather
Yes.
watch Cool as Ice as well.
I much
I
rather
would
watch
much rather
Godzilla
go
Final
break my
Wars.
knees on the hot, melting sun sidewalk. Yeah, I would rather do that.
I would much rather us watching The Room again and suffering.
Fuck The Room.
Because The Room is a good movie.
No,
No.
The Room is a fuck movie.
No, it's not, John.
It is a fuck movie.
Yeah.
No.
The only difference. So the only
Fuck, you're
thing.
confusing, John. John is confusing me.
The only deal with The Room is that movie at least has some memorable stupid things that we will always remember and cherish, even if the movie is absolutely trash. Here, even though this is an actual made movie, there's just nothing that we're gonna remember, or at least me. I know that you idiots are going to remember goddamn Willy Wang, but I'm not gonna remember that
Well,
tomorrow.
I told you the reason why I will remember the Wang.
Uh-huh.
I told you the reason why I will
Mhm.
remember the Wang.
Uh-huh.
Damn.
So there's two of everything thing was also stupid. Like
Yeah, they say
It-
oh,
it
there's two of
would've
everything,
been-
but they never explain how
it would have
the
been
two of
clever.
everything.
It would have been good, and it would have been clever if they would have shown how it worked. But they
Mhm.
never did. It was just like, oh, they close the door and they open the door again, and you don't feel the weight of like, oh, the place is moving or something, or I don't like. And the way that they explain it, it's
you don't
done so
feel-
fast. It's done so fast that you can't even feel it or even see it. And I'm like, that's
You don't see or feel that this guy it's a mad genius that likes to invent stuff and all
that's
that crap.
yeah. That's
And it-
also the other thing. Like this guy invents so much stuff and shit, and you're like, whatever. Like he had a goddamn automaton apparently because the cook was apparently a mannequin the whole time,
Mhm.
which is false because
Or was she?
yeah, that's the deal. It just wants to like subvert expectations or like, oh, this is like a Shyamalan movie. This is like, oh, the twist, the twist. Like, ugh.
What?
Yeah, but
There's no
some of the
twist
times,
up until the end.
a majority of the times, his twists can be good. I mean, he's got some good twists in some movies. Not this one.
Not this one. And yes, we're saying that M. Night
Also,
Shyamalan directed this.
Not this room.
I wish.
I would rather watch one of his movies.
I would rather have been watching anything else other than this.
Oh shit! Which one did?
So yeah, God, it's just it's frustrating because I saw the trailer and I kind of got excited because I was like, this kind of looks like Clue, and it sure as hell is Clue, but just like last week when we discussed that, you know, there is a better Titan AE and it's called Atlantis: The Lost Empire and Treasure Planet, like the same can be said with this movie. There's a better murder on the Orient Express, better Murder by Death, and it's called Clue.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is 100 times better and more memorable. Like, and maybe it's because, well, I was gonna say maybe it's because I have nostalgia, but seeing as John and Mitos both agree with me and they saw it for the first time, like, on that review, like, something's gotta give. I don't like this movie at all. I cannot.
Nope.
I was going into it. I was thinking of like maybe I'll give it like a Life is Good, but it could be better, or you know, at the very least, and just going off by the racist stuff that happens in the movie or even in the trailer that I saw.
This movie started with me on a leave the gun, take an ollie, and it went down. So you can guess what I'm gonna be giving it.
Oh God. Like.
Oh, I exactly.
Like the beginning part before we get to the Chinese guy, the beginning part of like him writing the letter and all that, and looking at the aesthetic of the house, I was like, this definitely reminds me a lot of Clue, and it was bringing me back a lot to Clue. And again, I'm sorry, movie, that I have to keep comparing you to Clue, but hey, that's what it is. We saw that first, so. And even if we did it, even if we saw this first before Clue, I was still going to probably have the same feelings towards it. At least me, who has seen Clue so many times. It's one of my favorite movies of all time.
But at least
this would have been a movie that you watched before Clue, watched Clue, and then retroactively hated this movie because Clue exists.
Yeah, because this movie walked for so Clue could run, basically.
True.
No.
This movie ate shit, so Clue could be good.
I like that one.
This movie tried and failed.
Also, the movie is 2 points higher than, or 2 points lower than Clue on Rotten Tomatoes.
As long as it's lower than Clue, that's fine.
It has a 65 and Clue has a 68.
Also, we
Or
learned
3
that
points.
Rotten Tomato rating sucks.
Yeah. They don't.
Yes.
They don't matter.
In the end, it doesn't even matter.
So, another comparison, I guess, to Clue is that the characters somehow were actually all connected to the host of the murder.
Yes.
But
they somehow had a wanted revenge.
yeah, but it's never blatantly obvious. It just feels tacked on. Like in Clue, you gradually like get the feeling like, oh, some of these people actually know each other, and maybe even the guy, or no, they reveal early on that they all knew him,
Yes.
in some way or another.
There
Like
were somehow
at least
acquaintances.
the host. Um, then it's revealed like with every other character of of all the other murders. Oh, he was my driver. Oh, she was a lover, etc., etc., etc. Here it's just at the end thrown in like, oh yeah, they all wanted revenge on him or whatever. Like, and it didn't feel earned either.
And the point of the whole mystery is that one of them was gonna be murdered.
Yeah. We never even learned who the hell actually killed. Was there even a murder to begin with? Like,
And that's the point. One of
I don't
them
think
was
so.
supposed to be the murderer, or the one who's gonna die. One of the people in there. But well, at least that's what I got, was that the the chick, the daughter of Twain, killed Twain, and that's why one of the murder people could not kill somebody or something like that.
yeah, something like that. I don't know. It was blah.
Like in the end, the death of one of the people was foiled by the daughter of Twain killing Twain, and then be like, "Hey, who actually killed Twain? Well, time to kill everybody so nobody knows." And that's why everybody was about to die when they got into their room, and then they managed to escape their room, and then they were like, "Hey, uh, we know who you are." And in the end, she foils everybody, or she like she says that, "Hey, all of you are wrong. I am actually uh Twain." But in the end, the guy who was right was the French guy.
Yeah.
So technically, the French guy was the one who was gonna win the $1 million.
Yeah. I guess.
And I'm the one who skipped pretty much almost all the movie.
And you got you pretty much got it all because this it's not worth it.
I think you got more of it than we do.
Yeah.
And that's another point, that the bad guy actually managed to escape in this movie.
What bad guy? Was there really a bad guy here?
That's a good
Well,
point.
the murderer managed to
Mierda.
escape, unlike Clue, who in every
Scenario and every ending,
yeah, in
they
every
always got
ending,
caught.
yeah, the actual murder got caught. Which I was actually waiting for in this movie. I was like, if this is what
I think that
Clue.
that was the point of them like going through like of each character like coming in saying, "Oh no, you're actually him," or "You're actually this person," or whatever. Like I think that was like, obviously Clue did it not the same way, but the multiple endings thing. It's just that here it was like, oh, it's actually a different character that did it or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we're missing the point. Maybe the point was that this is like obviously it's a quote unquote comedy. But it's also like a satire, I guess, on like the murder mystery trope. But I don't know, it didn't do it well.
It
Like,
tried to be many
Clue is an actual good satire.
Clue did that better too.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. I just Mm. As a murder mystery fan, I'm kind of disappointed. Kind of disappointed by this mierder. Hell,
This murder of a
the
movie.
murder on the Our Express level in A Hat in Time had more murder and a better payoff than this.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it. I will say, now that I remember, this shot is literally from Clue, remember? Where, in Clue it was the cook that got stabbed in the back and just
Yes.
like and then fell over like. Except nobody caught him. They should have caught him and said like, oh, he's heavy or something.
The actual face planting was great.
Yeah. That's also the
It
thing that
sounded-
like
It sounded so hard and so real, and I was like, I wonder if they actually didn't put anything below and just let it drop.
that's also the thing with this movie is that there's like a lot of like verbal quote unquote jokes that I guess people found funny back in the day. There's not really like slapstick or anything, you know, like in Clue where obviously we saw when Wadsworth, the Tim Curry, the butler, when he threw Mr. Plum into the bathroom, reenacting the whole
Yeah.
murder and shit. Like, there's no like actual. I guess that at the beginning with the statues that they were letting fall on people and whatever. And we also never
I didn't
like
even get that. That was stupid.
I wish. Okay, it would have been clever if they would have done it one time, but doing it with literally everyone that came into the door. Like, how many? He had an infinite arsenal of statues in the.
Yeah.
God damn it! Like, I don't know. This movie could have been more clever than it tried to be, and obviously we got a much clever and funnier movie with Clue. So
Yeah.
I think that we've been around the bush for far too long. Like, I did not like this movie. Alec Guinness still great. Like, it's hard not to like him in anything, but he can't save this goddamn movie for the life of it. So, and I'm not gonna remember this movie. What did I give Titan A last week? This is no good, right? I think is what I gave it. Or that's no good. I forget what I gave.
Maybe I think so.
Yeah.
This movie made in box office 32 millions.
What was the
32 and a
budget?
half million.
What was the
It
budget?
doesn't say.
Mm.
John, can you maybe find the budget? Because I only have the wiki only has the box office.
Um.
Hang on a second.
Which is 32 and a half million.
While you look for that, like I said, there's a better movie out there, and it's called Clue. Go watch that, people. If you're watching this,
Hey,
go watch Clue.
Or
it got
Knives Out.
nominated. It got
Or Knives
nominated
Out.
for 2 awards.
Please tell
It
me
did
that it
not
was.
won.
Please tell me that one of the awards was goddamn. What's the category for the suits and for the dresses and the makeup and all that stuff? Best. What's
No, it's not the. There's nothing like from outfits or anything. So the first one, they were both in 1977. One of which is the Golden Globe Awards for Best Acting Debut in a Motion Picture.
to who was that?
Male. Truman Capote.
Truman
How do you say
Capone.
that?
Capone.
Okay,
Capote.
that's Wayne.
Yeah,
Was nominated.
that's Elton John.
And the other one is
Droopy.
Writers Guild of American Awards. Best comedy written directly for the screen.
Jesus, this was one of the best
This-
comedies. I mean,
this got
again,
nominated, but for it got nominated. It did not won, just
yeah,
nominated. But still,
again,
best comedy written.
so we are looking at it with the lens of today and how it holds up. But I think that the best
Yeah, it was
movies,
pretty-
the best movies of all time, even if 50 years pass, even if 100 years pass, you will still see the good in them, and you will still laugh, and you will still like feel emotions for it. This movie, the only emotion that I felt was anger, and just
Hey, at least for 1976, we got King Kong, the original, the
that
very
should
original.
that should have been nominated for best comedy.
King Kong.
We got Rocky.
My dog was nominated. Oh my god! I mean, was released.
This is what it says. Rocky 1976. I don't know if. Yeah, this is the one with Sylvester Stallone. It
I've
was
act-
released on 1976. Jeez.
I've never seen a single Rocky
all
movie.
of them are Sylvester Stallone.
That movie's fucking
I've seen the
old.
first three.
I've never seen
I've
any
seen the
Rocky
first.
movie.
They're good.
It was the second one is when the Rocky's friend dies, right?
No, that's the fourth one, right?
Well, I've seen the first one
I
and that
believe
one.
so.
Yeah, Apollo Creed dies in the fourth movie to Ivan Drago, who is God damn it, why am I forgetting his name? God damn it.
So Murder by Death got a 7.4, and it is 19 on the 1976 movie ratings.
Also, we should point out that this is
I can't find the budget, and
this is a pre-Star Wars era. You could say that it was that Hollywood was a hive of scum and villainy. Well, it was a lawless time.
was.
There was no order.
I'm gonna post this list on the general chat so John can give it a watch.
Sure.
Oh, good on the chat.
But yeah,
Let's
I-
give it a rating.
yeah,
Let's stop
please
it.
let's just get to it already. Put the cookie down.
Put that cookie down!
Just put that goddamn cookie down. I am not going to remember this movie, and I don't want to remember this movie because there is a much better movie out there called Clue that did literally the exact same thing 100 times better. Not 10 times, 100 times better. It's a funnier movie. It has more memorable characters than this, and it just overall does things way better in every sense of the way. So put the cookie down.
Just better.
It just works. Clue
For
just
me,
works.
That's no good.
That's no
This
good.
movie, for the time, might have been good, but for today's standards, just it has one or two funny moments, which is acceptable. But overall, the whole messed up because they tried to make a mystery movie with too much mystery and very little explanation at the end.
Wow, you guys are giving such superfluous reviews of this movie. Mine is very in depth.
Mm-hmm.
My rating is. Put the cookie down. And the reason is go watch Clue.
Put that cookie
Short,
down!
sweet, and to the point. Just go watch Clue. John.
Yeah,
Put the cookie down. This movie.
Put that cookie
This movie
down!
has the biggest sin that a movie like this can do, and the fact that it's boring.
Yeah.
So put the cookie down, bury the cookie under concrete, and set a gargoyle on top of it.
Put a spell, a sealing spell, so it doesn't get
And then stab
released and
12
people start
times.
watching it.
And then stab it 12 times.
Yes.
No, first,
Yeah,
no,
something like that.
first you put it down, then you stab it 12 times, then you put it on the ground, or then you make a hole in the ground, you throw it in the hole in the ground, then you fill it up with concrete, and then you put a gargoyle on top of the...
And then you put a sign saying, "Go watch Clue."
Exactly.
Yeah, that.
Or anything else, to be honest.
Yeah.
Hey, if you want to watch a better 1976 movie, go watch Rocky. Rocky is a good movie.
I mean, I've never seen it, but I know that a lot of people love those movies, and I can say, yeah, go watch that instead.
And King Kong, the original.
Yeah,
If you like King
Oh,
Kong,
what?
It's a good movie.
Go watch Adrian.
if you like
I do want to point
Or
out
if you want to watch it,
go listen to Eye of the Tiger.
on repeat for an hour and
If
a
you wanna
half.
watch
That is
a,
still much entertaining. That is still more
a
entertaining
better
than this
movie
movie.
from the
It's
Yeah.
a better movie from the year after, go watch Smokey and the Bandit.
If you want to watch a movie better from the year after, go watch the original Star Wars.
We got two great movies that year: Star Wars and Smokey and the Bandit.
And didn't? No. What year did Jaws come out?
The year after?
That was
Wasn't it the year after?
That was before Star Wars, because that was the original blockbuster.
Oh.
75.
So a movie
A year
before
this.
a year before this, go watch Jaws. That has more mystery than this.
And it has titties at the beginning.
Yes.
Who did it? Who done it? Was it a shark or was it not the shark? I do want to point out though, like, you know, we, or at least me, I harp a lot on the old, on this oldness that was this movie. I have watched Casablanca, which is a much slower movie than this, and that is still infinitely more entertaining than this movie.
I haven't watched Casablanca. You did recommend it me.
Oh, yeah.
Watch Casablanca.
Yeah, Casablanca, it is slow, because it is slow, but I still think that it is infinitely more interesting than this. So, you know, it's
I've
not...
heard of Casablanca, but I've never seen it.
Yeah, it's...
I don't think I've seen it either.
Okay, maybe one day we should do it. See if I'm right or wrong though. It's been a while. I have not seen it in many years, so I could also be wrong. Like opinions.
Hey, you want to
sometimes
know
change.
another murder mystery movie that is better than this movie? The Titanic.
Knives Out.
Vete pa'l carajo.
I mean, who murdered Leonardo DiCaprio? Was it the ship? Was it the iceberg? Was it the door?
Was it
Was
the
it the
team?
dumb bitch who didn't want Leonardo DiCaprio on the wooden place, even though there was space for both? And
The
to be
world-
honest, another
made them wrong.
murder mystery can be Star Wars, the first movie. Who killed Greedo? Or who shot first, Greedo or Solo?
See, we're giving you so many different options that are not this. Oh God, I feel so disappointed. I feel so disappointed. We could have We could have actually watched Murder on the Orient Express, and maybe that would have been even better than this. I don't know. Who knows at this point?
Time to go
Or the
back in
future.
time.
Yeah. You'll do the Fugitive.
I know
don't-
the fugitive is good.
Yeah, we'll do the Fugitive. Don't worry. At some
Lion,
point.
you need the Monado. You need the Monado so you can see the future. See how the movie's gonna do.
See if this movie was a...
No, we don't do that. We don't do that.
No, don't. Guys, stop. Don't watch the movie. It's bad. and we all died.
Let's go. Let's better go watch something else.
Yeah. Anyways,
Please.
next we'll see.
I miss Friends movie.
uh-huh. We'll see what happens next week, because next week, this Sunday, what am I talking about? It's Monday. This Sunday, the next movie we are doing, oh boy, we are probably not gonna fare any better. Or maybe it will. I don't know. I don't particularly remember anything about this movie, and I'm not even sure if I've ever watched this entire movie. Lara Croft Tomb Raider with Angelina Jolie.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Yes. Good.
No.
Good.
We do get titties at the beginning, so it's a
Hey.
whopper already.
Hey, that was something that this movie was sorely missing. It was that maid with them bouncing titties. That's why it was a put the cookie down. Otherwise, it would have been a whopper. Anyways, we're out of here. Let's get the hell out of here. We have nothing else to say except for Matos.
Yes, that's me. That's me. What
Plug yourself. And by plug yourself, I mean shove something up your mouth and
Want
shut
to
up.
plug Mythos?
Yeah.
This is gonna be a
And then
fun week
shoot
for
him.
me. Tomorrow, Tuesday, I'll be hopefully maybe finishing up this door. Wednesday, gonna be checking out the Genshin Impact 2.5 update, and I'm gonna be summoning for my baby fox
baby.
girl. Yeah, Miko.
Is that what you
And Friday, I'm gonna be continuing on with Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Very excited for that. And on Saturday, I'm gonna be trying out the Nintendo Switch Sport, which is gonna be
All right,
free
that's
for the
yeah,
weekend.
the beta.
The beta, yeah. If that
Beta.
doesn't work, then I'll
beta.
be doing chit chat with some Ring World on the background.
Okay. I'll be
you
back.
can-
Oh yeah,
I forgot to
Twitch.tv
say,
/
you can
Mitos Gaming
go ahead
29.
and check on my Twitter. I have the whole schedule. Twitter.com/MitosJ29 and also Twitch.tv/MitosGaming29. There.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done.
There it is. I'll be back tomorrow for Spyro. I'm probably going to be half asleep because I gotta wake up early for work tomorrow, so I'm gonna be half asleep tomorrow.
And I'll be back on Tuesday.
Uh-huh. Don't you got an
I'll
exam?
be back on-
Don't you got an exam on Wednesday?
I do, but I'll be back on Tuesday with
Uh-huh.
that thing.
With murder by death again, but just you instead of all of us. You're going to do a scene by
I'd
scene
watch that.
breakdown of
I'm
everything.
gonna do an in-depth breakdown of everything that went wrong with this movie. So expect a really, 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 really long
That's
pause.
and that's gonna be over at www.watchmyshit.com, right?
Yes. www.watchmyshit.com.
Oh god.
You can find G over at Pornhub.com/
watch my shit.
Willy Wang.
Willy. God damn it. God damn it. So yeah, tomorrow and Thursday Spyro, and then on Wednesday First Strike. I think I'm doing Killzone. I think I'm doing Killzone this week because of Horizon.
About that game.
Horizon dropping this week. The thing is that this week we have
Killzone 1?
yes.
Good.
I may have
Oh, okay.
I'm
Killzone.
yeah, I may check out the second one too, depending on time, you know. Because I doubt that I'll ever like
Killzone
get
2 is
to
good. Killzone 3 is better.
to go through like all of these for first strike or whatever. So I'll probably do 1 and 2 just to take them off the list for now. The deal is that because I'm doing that this week, that means that next week I'm doing Tomb Raider, the original Tomb Raider for PS1, and Tomb Raider Anniversary. Because Uncharted comes out this week, which is why we're doing the Tomb Raider movie on Sunday. That's the reason why I'm doing Tomb Raider. So yeah, but don't worry, guys. We'll end the month with National Treasure at least. That's a much better movie than the past 4 movies, probably, maybe. It's got Nick Cage.
And he doesn't have a mustache.
And he doesn't have a mustache.
Nick Cage does make things better.
Hey,
Sometimes.
exactly. This movie, Murdered by Death, would have been improved if Nick Cage were there, just doing his faces. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
actually, remake Murder by Death, but just have Nick Cage, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Cool as Ice, Tommy was up. I don't know. Let's get out of here. Anyways, people, until next time. May your hearts be your
Gonna be there. Can we kill Vanilla Ice? Can he be one of the dead ones?
Yes, he is. Or plot twist, he's the killer. I don't know.
He didn't really die.
Anyways, till next time. May your hearts be your guiding key. Remember, stay inside, stay alive, stay hydrated. Go watch Clue. Never watch this movie. Just watch Clue. 1985. One of the best movies of all time.
Watch this movie and be horrified.
Either way, just watch Clue. That's the one that you should watch. And have yourselves a good night.
Yes.
Bye.
And the old lady is the one who killed everybody.
Bye.
Oh, thank God we're done.